Hello everybody, this is Sabre Wolf with a little commentary for you. I had this really good game with Nasus, and Nasus just got this remake. So I figured I'd do a little commentary for you all for this little ditty. And Lucky is usually the guy I play with. He's on the Tark. The other three guys, never played with him before. Lucky's been playing with him for a while. I'm just getting back into the League of Legends game. But yeah, for this game, as you can see, the team comp on the other team, like I'm expecting a lot of damage, and as you can see, there's no smite on the other team. Amu was not carrying smite, so that basically told us that they do not have a jungler. So we're gonna have the early. So we already knew we're gonna have the early level advantage here. So I also knew that because I'm playing Nasus, the plan was for me to go solo top because I'm the tankier guy and I can clear out mini waves pretty well, and I can also get my Q farm up because for Nasus is very important Q. Yeah, I'm just saying, just so you can see the team comps again. Like I said, I knew I was gonna have a very tough time in my top lane because I knew I was gonna go 2v1, not 1v1, because they don't have a jungler, and I had to go from there. So because of that, I made the decision to go with the Doran Shield as usual. This basically got my takiness a little up. Give me a little extra HP, so I have about 120 HP. Some HP regen helped me keep and stay in that lane a little longer. And of course the armor as well. That's going to help me hang in that lane a little better. Sorry. So we're just in the early stages here, just getting into our lanes. One thing about Nasus is, like I said, he just got this remake on him, which was unbelievable remake on him. He did get his Q up a little bit. They did change his Q, so every time he last hits with his Q, on like a minion or even a champion like that, his attack damage will go up. Like basically his bonus, like an attack damage kind of deal, will go up by +3 every time you make that last hit with that Q. So you can actually build up your attack damage just by last hitting with that little Q skill. And the big thing about his when they redid his skill sets like that, his big one was the E skill, which is this AOE damage over time skill. It basically, instead of like doing the whole entire damage over time deal the whole entire way, basically it does like a half of it like initially, so just getting the initial burst. Plus, the other big thing about that skill is, oh, actually, hang on a second. I just want to pull these guys out just so I know I knew they were in the bottom. Now, luckily, the my Nasus's brother actually is Renekton. That's the little Crocodile Dundee guy there. Luckily, he didn't get the stun skill first, because if he got that stun skill, I actually probably would have died. I just want to pull them out here just to see who was up against here, and Nidalee is going to be very aggressive with her spear throws, and Renekton is going to be in the nearest end with the stun, just trying to kill me. And because of that, I am not going to get in there and try to get myself killed, because I know I'm going to get killed. There's too much damage for me, plus all the minion waves like that. So I'm just going to hang with turret, just going to suck up some experience. And luckily they pushed that wave a little too fast, so I had all 6 minions still on that wave that I could just soak up the experience from. But getting back to the AOE skill that I just skilled up, that's the E skill for Nasus. Basically, that skill, on top of the initial damage burst of a half of it in the rest of the OT, it also actually lowers the armor of the other team. It used to, champions. So instead of like lowering the magic resistance like it originally did, now it actually works with the rest of the skill set, especially with that Q skill. So I can lower the armor and then get that Q skill in, and then it can do extra damage with that skill. So like I said, I'm just hanging out my turn, just soaking up the experience, because like I said, on Nasus, like his Q makes it really easy to last hit minions, especially with Sheen. You have to have Nasus has to have Sheen. It's his everything. It's like kind of like Rammus about his show. I mean Nasus has to have Sheen. But I knew in this situation I'm gonna have to go survivability, so I'm gonna actually have to I'm thinking I'm going to get like a better items like later on here, because I'm going to have to wait machine. I'm going to hold off on my gold farming here. So I am going to have to pick up an item that's going to give me a little bit of gold and going to give me a little sustainability. Because right now I'm just trying to soak up experience, because I know if I'm going to get in there, they are going to kill me. So the best thing I can do is keep them off the turret, keep soaking up the experience, and just keep plugging away. Because, like I said, they don't have the jungler right now, and because I'm a farm, usually you level up your Q first and Nasus first. I didn't really have that choice, so I had to level up my my E skill first instead because I wanted the AoE to protect the turret. So they let me actually farm up a little bit and regain some of my health, which was nice of them. Yeah, see, I missed my Q there, right there. I'm just waiting for that tank one to get down there, but nearly popped out, and I timed it wrong. So I was a little mad about that one. So Renekton, oh, there's Renekton back. So we're back to the old drawing board again. I'm just sitting here soaking up experience, waiting for work. Work's actually, like they said, they didn't have another jungler in their team, so Work's actually going to go in their jungle and steal stuff. Yeah, unfortunately, our bottom lane did give up that first blood. That was a little unfortunate. At this point, I'm just kind of hanging in there. Now, they're not hitting my minions anymore. Now I'm going to get a little bit of a minion push. So at this point, I am thinking about going back and buying that items now. Because what they're doing is they're going to try to suck me into that lane and take at the farm. So I'm going to dump that little AoE, going to run back to my turret real quick. I realize that my minions are getting kind of low on health. And then as soon as my next minion wave comes up, now I'm going to go base. Because they're not going to have enough damage to get rid of there. I see that Warwick actually comes up and gets actually hits a Nillichuk so they can see him. So I run up, I slow down the closest guy to him and actually kill him because the AoE, again, that AoE just lowers the armor so much, and that Q skill does so much damage, especially when you farm it up. It just annihilates him. That's what makes Nasus so awesome right now, especially with his new buff that he just did. It just lowers the armor, and it just makes it perfect complement to his Q. Ezreal came up. I don't know why Ezreal came up there. I guess he just kind of wanted to try to get the kill on Nidalee, but I wasn't really in the position to do that. I was kind of low on mana. Well, I guess Ezreal and Warwick just wants to harass Nidalee. It gives me enough time to jump back, you know, and buy my item. Now, the first item I'm going to get is actually Philosopher's Stone. Because at this point, I didn't really get much of a good farm, so I want an item that is going to give me a little gold, because Philosopher's Stone gives you an extra gold every 5 seconds. On top of that, I also wanted to get an item that was going to sustain me in lane for quite a bit. Philosopher's Stone also gives you a lot of health regen and mana regeneration. So between the two, plus my kind of tankiness, and my ability to get lifesteal, because Nasus has that natural ability to lifesteal with his passive, that basically is going to make me pretty much an immovable object at this point. And it also helps me because I'm going to get that gold gain now. And we are back to the old drawing board, just sitting just outside my turret range. Letting them get pushed in just a little bit. Now at this point I did put up my E skill quite a bit, so as you can see, the damage is just output on this a lot. I get him far enough down so I can start maybe lasting with Q. I just want to test to see where my Q level's at, and it's not where I wanted it to be, not where I'm used to it being. So I just drop another E and just get the rest of that wave. And because I got that mana regen object, I can actually keep doing this W deal and keep them off the turret. And I just keep picking up the gold. Like at this point, I know that I'm not going to get my last set of Q as easily. So at this point, I'm going to resign myself to the fact that I'm just going to have to go with my E skill. And because they keep harassing me, my health keeps getting down there. But I know that because I got the Philosopher's Stone and because I still have that Doran Shield, I got the Doran Shield for the extra 8 health regen. I have like plus 26 health regen right now. So I know that I don't have to actually worry about that. And my E skill is doing so much damage to the minions that I'm actually farming them with no problems. And just keeping them right off that turret, and that turret's not really taking much damage. So Newly disappears, and I actually also have a ward that I kind of want to get in the bushes there, so I can actually protect myself a little better. And I see them, you know, they're up there in the bushes. They're just kind of scoping around up there and trying to drag me into that bush. And I know, and I'm smart. I'm not going to get up there because I know they're going to kill me. So Ezreal comes back up. He's in that bottom bush. He kind of pokes at him. I mean, I don't think we're going to kill anybody. He's just making him think a little bit. He's testing to see if they have a ward down there or not. And obviously they don't because they didn't really react to him and try to dive him in that bush like they should have. So I'm gonna try to go back again. And I decided, man, maybe not. They're kind of pushing a little hard. I probably should have gone back, but I don't really have enough money for my Sheen. I just want to check, see how much my Sheen is, because you gotta have Sheen on Nasus. It's important for his Q. Now I'm just clearing the traps out, and I'm going to put that ward down, because they've got pushed up far enough that now I'm going to be safe. Put that ward down, so I can keep an eye on them. That gives us a little back alleyway back there, and you want to like keep an eye on it over there, like, and you want to see them travel up and down that lane, because there's a straight shot right from mid. So now I can keep an eye on them, see if anybody's going to try to gank me from behind, like a Mumu or something, just going to bandage in and get an ult or something on me. And I'm trying to get my Q strikes in now. I'm trying the best I can to try to get them, try to get up there. And there I am. I am getting those Q strikes in now. Now I am going to try to hit back. I think I got enough money now. Actually, no, I don't. I'm still not comfortable with enough money to go back. Warwick and I were trying to figure out if we want to try to gank these guys or not again, and I guess it wasn't really necessary. And I know I saw Renekton go down because I had to put that ward there, so I saw Renekton went down towards mid. So now I know I'm in a one-on-one with Nidalee, so now I feel more comfortable. I'm just gonna get up there. Yeah, she threw that spear at me and does absolutely nothing to me. I got so much health regeneration plus my regular melee hits. I just regen that health back up again. So I'm just going to push this lane really hard, farm up as much money as I can, and now I'm going to go back and grab my Sheen now. And that gives me a buffer so I can get down there, get the Sheen, and come back up. Because I still don't have my tier boot. I still don't have my boots yet. Still haven't bought a single boot. So, but I got to get that Sheen in there to make sure I can get those Q shots in, because I got to get that farmed up now. Yeah, I said that. I highlight that Sheen right there because it is important for Nasus to have that item. It's his most important item in the game. It gives him the mana base for helping with all the skills, and it increases his damage because the Q procs the Sheen, and on that hit, it levels the Sheen proc and the extra damage and the damage from Q and the Q that you strikes that you've gotten up for the bonus damage. I mean, it just gives you everything on that one big Q hit. Yeah, see, Nidalee's just up there trying to farm best he can. I just go, boop, drop an AoE. Okay, I'm done. I'm done farming. Thank you. So I'm going to hit around the corner here. I know that ward's probably going to be dying soon. So I put some more wards, put another ward in there, keep an eye on my back, keep an eye on the back door there, keep an eye on it, traveling up and down. And Renekton's back. And Nidalee's still over there, so we're back to a 2v1 lane. But at this point, I'm feeling pretty comfortable. I'm feeling really confident. I got my Sheen. Still got my Philosopher's Stone for the extra health. I'm being careful. I'm staying and hanging in there, and trying to get my experience as most as I can. And Renekton's still in the lane. Yeah, because Nidalee's been bouncing in and out of that bush up there, like a lot of the game, I wanted to put a ward up there just in case to guard my other side, because now I got a ward on the bottom and a ward on the top, so now I'm like totally secure. I feel secure around me because I got this side. Now I see that Renekton is going to try to like push me around. I was like, oh really, you want to go? See, he really wants to go. My team puts the my clairvoyance of the bush up there, so I know now that I'm totally in a one-on-one situation with Renekton. I got Warwick coming up the backside, so now I'm going to slow him. We're going to lock him down. The ult on him, and then here's that W again. This is a W. This is a W. It's the EQ combination. It just lowers the armor. My Q's farmed up a lot more, so I just hit that one Q shot. It just takes out so much damage. I'm loving the fact that this AoE also lowers the armor now, and also it also helped with Warwick because Warwick's a physical damage too. So that just complemented there. And because we got that little Renekton kill right there, now I'm gonna go after that turret. Now watch how much damage we do. Like, boom. It's like 200 damage right there in that little Q hit. And this is excellent for taking out like turrets. Because see, here comes the minion wave. I'm just gonna dump my AoE skills. It's gonna do a lot of damage to them. I'm gonna keep hitting and whacking away at that turret too. I took 2 hurts there. I should have probably gotten away a little faster. That's okay. But one thing about Nasus is, if you notice that while I was hitting that turret, I was waiting for a regular hit and then hit Q to hit again. Because when you hit that Q skill, it resets the timer on your melee attack. So if you do a regular hit, then hit your Q right after the hit, you hit again. So you actually get 2 shots in there very quickly, just boom boom. Now I see they're coming around behind me from the side there, because I put that ward there that guards my flank, so I know they're gonna come up and try to kill me. Just spending that little bit of gold to protect yourself from getting that kill on you is so important. And they realize now that because I backed off so fast that they know I have a ward down there. They know I can see them. Yeah, boom, we're getting all those kills. So now they're trying to push that lane hard. They're pushing it too hard. They're not going to try to kill me or anything now at this point. My ward's down now also, so I'm not going to try to push up there because now my ward is gone. I'm just going to farm a little Q up. See, take a step back, make sure I get that last Q hit, get the extra 3 damage in there, because I am behind on it from the fact that was being zoned out earlier in the game.
Killing spree.
So now I'm back in the 1-on-1 with Renekton again. My lane's going to get pushed up a little bit. And so I'm going to head back and buy. Now at this point I need some speed. I'm thinking, okay, I need some speed. As your character levels, you're automatically going to get armor. So I want to get my tier 2 boots. So grab my Mercury Treads. Get the extra magic resistance that I need. There's not really much magic resistance needed against this other team. Renekton's pretty much physical. Ashe is physical. Nidalee is kind of hybridish both. So at this point, I'm just thinking, okay, I just want to put a little bit of magic resist, even it out. Plus, I got my extra health regen. So I'm just gonna rock that for a while. I got my extra health armor and markers, so. And actually finally get my speed up, so now I can actually chase things down and hit them better. At this point, I really want to get that tower down. I'm really trying to farm up my Q hits.
An enemy has been slain.
Now pop all the traps, make sure all the traps are popped, so that way if we want to do a gank, we'll have a clean area. We don't know if we have a ward there, because we don't have an oracles, but at least I got rid of the Nidalee traps. And I, again, popped that ward there in that back little corner there. Watch their little highway in the back there. Just keep farming up that Q. It's so important in Nasus to keep farming up that Q. I know Renekton went up in the bushes there. He was kind of making me a little nervous because he's been gone for a while. Work's not coming up. See what's going on. I said, I don't know. I mean, work. I saw Renekton go up in the bushes, but he might have based. I don't know. Because I'm kind of taking my time, make sure I get all my little Q hits in there, farming that up. Makes it a little slower. I mean, I probably could have just forced the issue with the AoE. Try to get that tower down. But we're sitting in their lanes. We're pretty strong right now. See, now they're telling me, oh, see, I put that ward there. They told me a Mumu was coming. So I just jumped back a little bit. And there was Renekton waiting right in the bush. He was sitting there the whole time, just sitting there waiting. I gained a farm. I see a Mumu was going around. We're trying to maneuver ourselves in position, try to get him, but we think there's a ward there now. We might have warded that bottom there. Oh, an Ash Arrow. Yeah, see, they try. See, we know there's a ward down there because the Ash Arrow perfectly was right where we were. So now we're just gonna try a little 2v2. See if we can force anything. I tell Elric asked me if I was okay. I'm like, yeah, don't worry about it. And they're not gonna push me around. I mean, I have my magic resist, have my armor. I got plenty of health regen, plenty of mana regen. So they're not really gonna do much to me at this point. So I'm a little weary. I'm staying back because they do have two or three stuns. I mean, Luma has his bandage toss, and he has his ultimate, and then of course Renekton has his stun. So I'm just gonna sit back, you know, just run under protection of my turret, just get my farm. Because if they're gonna push like that, if they're gonna push you hard like that, and take all those minions out, and they give you the opportunity to sit by your turret and just, you know, farm it, just let them. I mean, just let them push you down. Just sit in that right in that area, right between the green and the gray is right there, and just let them let you farm. I mean, there's no shame in it. So I'm just gonna push the issue right now. He got outside of the AOE, so I didn't get the much damage as I wanted to. So now he trapped me. He's gonna exhaust me, which totally took out my damage, and try to stun me. So now I'm gonna pop my ultimate. It gives me extra health. He's in his ultimate, but that EQ combination is just too much. Get the damage in. I flashed around him, body blocked him, so he couldn't get past me, and I just took him out. And even though I took a tower shot, I still had enough armor and health to just kick the crap out of him. I'm low on health now. I finally get the turret because I know nobody's near me. But a Mooma comes up, flashes in, stuns me. Even after he stuns me, I mean, he's trying to do damage to me, and I still get him down to about 2/3. Even after that, I mean, I died into it. That was actually my only death of this match. That was my whole. That was the only death, and it was totally worth it because I got the kill in Renekton. I got the tower down. So now their whole entire top section is now open for us. So now I don't have to worry about. And our tower is still full health because I was protecting that tower so well. Our top tower is full health. Their top tower is down. I get into the kill in Renekton, and for that I get the tower. So it was totally worth that. I was actually trying to take a sneak peek on this replay and see if I could actually get a get to see how much the health of his tower, but I couldn't see it. So, and you saw there at the end, Warwick was trying to ult there. And I'm also here. I mean, look at the CS. I mean, like I started off low, and I'm already over 100 now, even after not really starting and not really even farming anywhere at the beginning. And I'm over 100. I'm still farming the other team. I mean, that's just the power of Nasus and being by himself. I mean, he can easily get last hits on his Q as soon as he gets his Q up, and the AoE damage. I mean, you can easily catch up, and that's a perfect example right there. So they had me come mid because there's no sense in me going top anymore because the tower is down. And they're both low in health. They just want to harass them, get them scared. And because of that, I mean, Renekton got too far out front. That's what you don't want to do. I'm just harassing the Mumu right now. I'm making it like, nah, you're not going anywhere, buddy. You're staying right here. Delay his B trip back. Now I just want to hit the tower one time, just get a good little hit on there. I have plenty of armor and health regen, so I'm not worried about Ashe trying to hurt me. And Ashe is kind of stuck mid because she doesn't want to give up that mid tower. And they called me down here because look, I mean, you got Akali and you got Nidalee. They were both low on health. And they're both hiding on a tower. We got a whole team there. Ezra's ultimate missed. Unfortunately, that missed. If that actually hit the both of them, we would have killed both. We managed to get Akali. Of course, Nidalee flashed and she did her little cougar jump. So we couldn't get her. If that Israel hit both of them, that would have been great. Mumu came out of nowhere. He tried to get me from behind, but he failed. Because this time I had a lot more health. So now we're going to push that tower. I think he actually popped his ultimate. Usually I wouldn't try to do that, because I know if he was in Mumu, he has an ultimate. He just freezes you at the tower and just kicks the crap out of you. Because that's what Mumu does. But I know he popped his ultimate, so I didn't have to worry about that. So now I'm positioned on the backside of the tower as far as I can. I'm going to slow him down and say, you ain't going anywhere, buddy. He walks right into our cat. Parks down again also after my slowdown, and we get the kill. So sometimes if you know that you're going to take the tower down, in the Champions Lane, if you know your tower is going to go down, don't hang out near it. I mean, why would you hang out by a tower? You know your tower's going to go dead, and as soon as the tower's dead, they're going to come after you. We're going to come after your butt. So the move was sitting there was just totally just worthless. I mean, there was no reason for him to sit there. He knew that tower was going to go down soon. And he just gave us a free kill for that. And because we knew that he was just going to sit there, he wasn't going to get away in time, I'm going to position myself on the backside of the tower, keep hitting that tower, and just in range for that my slow, so I can get that kill. And the mid tower is down now too. In that process, I don't know when that actually went down, but yeah, the mid tower is down. We're planning on a dragon. So I'm going to pop my wards down to keep an eye on dragon, just to make sure to keep an eye on it while we go to the base here, because our work and our damage wasn't up yet. That was our plan at the beginning. However, actually, I want to stop for a second. This is the only mistake I made. Actually, is I actually bought a miracle, which was dumb of me. I should have bought the Reverie instead. I should have bought Reverie instead because the tenacities don't stack. So that was a mistake. I did buy my Trinity Force though. I just saw, but yeah, that miracle, I should not have bought that. I'm telling you guys right now, that was a mess up. That was my bad. But I put those wards down. I'll try to find dragon right there. So they end up stealing dragon instead. Israel gets the ult off. He gets a bunch of them. So now we're gonna push the fight because they're very low in health. And actually, I think this is the final match right here, the final part of the battle. They steal our dragons, so we're like, okay, now we're mad. You stole our dragons, now we're going to push the team fight. Even Amumu's ult didn't do much of anything to us. Just going to push up, I'm going to flash up, get the last of the kill, make sure they don't run away. I'm in ult form, they can't kill me, because that gives me extra health when you ult. So they just surrendered right there, because they knew they were fighting. Well, this is Sabre Wolf. I hope you enjoyed this commentary about Nasus after his remake.
Victory!
And I will see you later, alright? Thank you, and have a good day.